Your liver does not know the difference between a glass of cheap whiskey and a glass of organic apple juice. The liquid pouring down your throat right now is performing a silent chemical assault on your metabolic defense systems. With a single swallow, you bypass every single natural barrier your ancestors spent millions of years evolving to protect you from toxic nutrient overload. Every drop of liquid sugar is an unbuffered chemical cruise missile aimed directly at your mitochondrial power grid. We are going to peel back the metabolic curtain to reveal the exact biological mechanism of de novo lipogenesis, the rapid process where your liver instantly converts sweet liquids into deep, suffocating visceral fat. You will see how the industrial formulation of everyday beverages is precision-engineered to blind your brain's satiety receptors, leaving you perpetually hungry while your bloodstream is flooded with excess lipids. We will expose the hidden labels and biochemical tricks used to make liquid sugar look like health food, arming you with the raw scientific literacy to reclaim your metabolism from a food system designed to break it. Think of your digestive system as a busy subway station during rush hour. Under normal circumstances, when you eat whole, intact food, the arrival of passengers is slow and orderly. The ticket gates can handle the crowd, and everyone gets to their destination safely. But when you drink liquid sugar, it is as if 20 trains empty their passengers onto the platform all at the exact same millisecond. The system is instantly overwhelmed, the gates break, and chaos erupts. Why is it that you can easily drink a giant 600-calorie sweetened soda or a pasteurized fruit juice with a large meal, yet if you tried to consume the equivalent amount of sugar by eating 6 whole, raw apples, you would find yourself physically unable to take another bite? The answer lies in the total absence of structural fiber. Whole fruit contains a matrix of insoluble and soluble fiber that acts as a natural speed bump in your gut. This fiber forms a gel-like barrier along your intestinal wall, slowing down the absorption of sugar so that it enters your bloodstream in a gentle, manageable trickle. When you strip that fiber away to create a juice, or when you synthesize liquid sugar in a laboratory to sweeten a soft drink, you remove the brakes entirely. Let us look at the brain chemistry of this phenomenon. In 2013, Dr. Kathleen Page and her team of researchers at the University of Southern California published a landmark clinical trial in the Journal of the American Medical Association. They used advanced functional magnetic resonance imaging to scan the brains of healthy adults after they consumed either glucose or fructose. What they discovered should make every consumer pause. When the subjects drank glucose, the scans showed a significant reduction in blood flow to the hypothalamus, the brain's primary appetite control center, accompanied by an increase in satiety hormones and a self-reported feeling of fullness. But when those same subjects drank fructose, the primary sugar found in high fructose corn syrup and fruit juice concentrates, their brains showed absolutely no reduction in hypothalamic activity. Their appetite control centers remained completely illuminated. Their brains behaved as if they had consumed nothing at all, leaving them just as hungry as they were before they drank the sweet liquid. When was the last time you drank a sweetened beverage just because you were genuinely thirsty, rather than looking for a quick emotional rescue from an afternoon energy slump? The human body is an exquisite piece of biological machinery, but it has a fatal evolutionary flaw. For 99% of human history, sweet tastes were incredibly rare, found only in seasonal fruits or highly guarded beehives. Our ancestors evolved to crave sweetness because it signaled safe, calorie-dense survival food. We never evolved a physiological off switch for liquid sugar because liquid sugar simply did not exist in nature. Today, we live in an environment where this evolutionary vulnerability is exploited for profit on every single supermarket shelf. When this unbuffered flood of liquid sugar hits your small intestine, it is rapidly absorbed into the portal vein, which carries it directly to your liver. This is where the true biochemical sabotage begins. Glucose can be metabolized by almost every single cell in your body. Your muscles, your brain, your heart, and your kidneys can all burn glucose for energy, but fructose is entirely different. Your liver is the only organ in your body equipped to process it. When you dump 80 grams of liquid sugar into your system, your liver is forced to deal with a massive concentration of fructose all at once. It is a biochemical bottleneck. The liver cannot burn this sudden avalanche of molecules for energy, nor can it store it all as glycogen. To protect itself from cellular damage, the liver has no choice but to activate a metabolic survival pathway. It turns that excess sugar directly into fat. This is de novo lipogenesis, literally the creation of new fat from scratch. But this is not normal, benign fat that sits harmlessly under your skin. This is a highly pathogenic, toxic lipid called palmitic acid. This fat accumulates inside the liver cells themselves, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a condition that used to be exceedingly rare but now affects over 90 million people in the United States alone. As the liver cells become choked with fat, they begin to ignore the signals of insulin. The pancreas, sensing that the liver is not responding, pumps out even more insulin to force the sugar out of the blood. It is a vicious, escalating cycle. High insulin levels lock your fat cells in storage mode, making it biochemically impossible for your body to burn stored body fat for fuel. You end up exhausted, foggy-headed, and hungry, even though you have thousands of calories of stored energy sitting on your frame. Let us look at the clinical evidence of how rapidly this happens. In 2015, Dr. Jean-Marc Schwartz and his colleagues at the University of California, San Francisco, designed an elegant clinical experiment. They took a group of children with obesity who regularly consumed high amounts of sugar and put them on a unique diet for just 9 days. They did not restrict their calories. They did not make them lose weight. Instead, they simply took out all the added sugar and fructose from their diet and replaced it with starches like bagels and pasta, keeping the total carbohydrate and calorie intake exactly the same. The results after just 9 days were nothing short of mind-blowing. Even though the children did not lose weight, their liver fat dropped by an average of over 20%. Their fasting insulin levels plummeted by 33%, and their metabolic health began to normalize. 9 days. Think about the profound implications of that study. The metabolic damage caused by liquid sugar is incredibly rapid, but the capacity for your liver to heal once you remove the toxic stimulus is equally spectacular. The food industry spends billions of dollars to ensure you believe a calorie is just a calorie, regardless of whether it comes from a piece of wild salmon or a can of sweetened iced tea. This is the ultimate industry myth. It completely ignores basic endocrinology. A calorie of starch or protein triggers a highly regulated hormonal response that signals satiety and repair. A calorie of liquid sugar triggers an endocrine cascade that promotes fat storage, drives systemic inflammation, and stimulates hunger. Food scientists call the sweet spot of drinkability the bliss point. They use sophisticated computer algorithms and sensory panels to design beverages that have the perfect ratio of sweetness, acidity, and carbonation to maximize dopamine release in your brain without triggering the sensory-specific satiety that tells your body you are full. They have engineered a product that bypasses your biological limits, ensuring that you can consume massive amounts of energy without ever feeling satisfied. So how do we protect ourselves and dismantle this chemical sabotage in our daily lives? We do it with 3 precise, non-negotiable dietary protocols that you can implement the very next time you step into a kitchen or a supermarket. Step 1 is the alternative name audit. Do not let corporate marketing fool you with words like organic, raw, or natural. When you look at an ingredient label, you must scan for the chemical aliases of liquid sugar. The food industry knows that consumers are running away from high fructose corn syrup, so they have rebranded it under dozens of benign-sounding names. You must look out for agave nectar, which is often up to 90% free fructose, making it metabolically worse than industrial corn syrup. You must watch for fruit juice concentrate, evaporated cane juice, brown rice syrup, barley malt, maple syrup, and crystalline fructose. Biologically, your liver does not care if the fructose came from an organic cactus in Mexico or an industrial wet milling plant in Iowa. The molecular structure is identical, and the metabolic impact is exactly the same. If any form of liquid sugar is listed within the first 4 ingredients of a product, you must put it back on the shelf. Step 2 is the intact fiber rule. This is a simple, elegant law of physiology. Never drink your fruit, always chew it. When you drink a single glass of commercial orange juice, you are consuming the liquid sugar of approximately 5 medium oranges, but without any of the cellular fiber. It takes less than 60 seconds to drink those 5 oranges. Your liver is hit with a massive, instantaneous wave of fructose. But if you were to sit down and try to eat 5 whole oranges, the physical volume of the fiber would fill your stomach. The chewing process would stimulate saliva and satiety hormones in your gut, and it would take you at least 20 minutes to finish them. The fiber would ensure that the sugar is absorbed slowly over several hours, protecting your liver from metabolic overwhelm. Eat the fruit, avoid the juice. Step 3 is the metabolic protective swap. When you want a cold, refreshing drink, you must replace the sugar-laden liquids with beverages that actively support your metabolic machinery. Switch to high-quality cold-brewed herbal teas or unsweetened sparkling waters infused with metabolic adaptogens like organic cinnamon bark, hibiscus, or ginger root extracts. Cinnamon contains active polyphenols that have been shown to mimic insulin, helping to shuttle glucose out of your bloodstream and into your muscle cells without forcing your pancreas to work overtime. Hibiscus is packed with powerful organic acids that help inhibit the enzymes responsible for carbohydrate absorption, while ginger contains active compounds that improve insulin sensitivity and reduce systemic inflammation. By making this swap, you transition from a beverage that actively poisons your liver to one that actively protects it. Stop. Take a deep breath and think about the last sweet drink you bought from a convenience store. When you walk through the supermarket doors after today, you will notice a profound shift in your perception. You will no longer see refreshments, thirst quenchers, or innocent treats. You will see a highly sophisticated, incredibly profitable liquid delivery network designed to exploit your evolutionary biochemistry for corporate profit. You will look at the rows of brightly colored plastic bottles not as food, but as shelf-stable industrial chemical formulations designed to keep your metabolism in a perpetual state of survival mode. You are no longer a passive target for corporate food scientists. You are someone who understands the exact molecular reality of what goes past your lips. You possess the scientific literacy to see through the front-of-package health claims and make choices based on cellular biology rather than clever advertising. The metabolic sabotage ends here. Armed with this biological truth, you have the absolute power to protect your liver, restore your cellular insulin sensitivity, and opt out of a broken food system that profits from your chronic illness. But liquid sugar is only the first layer of the illusion. Behind the supermarket walls, there are other hidden chemical traps being quietly added to foods you buy every single week, engineered to manipulate your brain in ways you would never suspect. We are already deep into the laboratory research on the next silent dietary disruptor. What we are uncovering will completely change how you look at another everyday staple you likely have sitting in your pantry right now. Keep your eyes open.